So one of the many weapons that received a buff at the beginning of Year 6 Season 2 is the Chameleon, and in my opinion it's one of the most underrated exotic weapons in the game. So in today's video I want to break down one of my favorite builds based around it. As always, we're going to jump right into the breakdown, and if you happen to enjoy this, do me a favor and hit that like button really quick. It truly helps the channel out, and if you want to stay up to speed on all things Division 2, feel free to hit that subscribe or join button as well. Now after the breakdown, I will show you some gameplay footage, but as always, we're going to start with the specialization, and you can see I'm using Gunner, and I'm doing that for a few different reasons. However, the primary one is because with the specialization equipped, you do have access to the Banshee Pulse, and depending on what I'm doing in the game, I do like to switch to it on the fly if needed. And always remember, regardless of which specialization you choose, have the proper weapons activated in your weapon skill tree. That way you're getting that 15% weapon damage bonus regardless of which one you're using. Now obviously my primary is the Chameleon, and if you don't have it as yet, I recommend hitting up Countdown or the Summit and set your targeted loot to assault rifles. Now the reason this is so effective is because of its talent Adaptive Instincts, and with that talent, hitting 30 headshots grants 20% crit hit chance and 50% crit hit damage for 45 seconds. Hitting 65 body shots grants 90% weapon damage for 45 seconds as well. And not only that, hitting 20 leg shots is going to give you 150% reload speed for 45 seconds. Now you can have all of these running at the same time. At the end of the breakdown, I will show you an example of how to keep track of that. As far as the secondary and side armor are concerned, put anything you want here, my friends. Which now takes us to the gear itself. You can see we're running 3 Striker, 1 Fenris, 1 Walker and Harris, and the Ninja Bike, which you're looking at right now. Now this has the talent Resourceful. It slots in with any equipped gear set and or brand set item to fulfill a requirement towards unlocking a gear set's bonus. Simply means that even though we have 3 pieces of Striker, we are getting that 4-piece bonus, which is Striker's Gamble, which is exactly why we're wearing this gear set in the first place. And one thing you'll notice on every single piece of gear, I'm doing my best to stack crit hit chance and crit hit damage everywhere I can. At the end of the breakdown, I will go over those numbers really quick. Next we have the body armor, which is the 1 piece of Fenris, but again, because we have the Ninja Bike equipped, we do get 2 of those brand set bonuses. I'm also using the talent Obliterate. Critical hits are going to increase weapon damage by 1% for 10 seconds, and it stacks up to 20 times. That now takes us to the holster and the knee pads, which are the 2 remaining pieces of the Striker gear set. Again, trying to stack that crit hit chance and crit hit damage. Last but not least, we have the gloves, which are the 1 piece of Walker and Harris. But once again, my friends, because we have the Ninja Bike equipped, we do get 2 of those brand set bonuses, which as you can see are 5% weapon damage and 5% damage to armor. As far as my skills are concerned, I'm usually running either the Assault Drone because it's a great distraction to NPC and puts out damage as well, plus the Crusader Shield, or I do switch between that and the Banshee Pulse like I said a moment ago. Hope this video helped you out, my friends, and as always, questions, comments, or feedback, please let me know and I will do my best to get back to you as quick as I can. Now, one thing I did mention at the beginning of the video is that you can have all 3 of these bonuses running at the same time. So we do have that extra crit hit chance, crit hit damage, we have that weapon damage, and we also have that reload speed, which honestly, I'm not too worried about. It's really those top 2, and primarily it's really that center one. And the reason for that is because I know for many players out there, including myself, there are sometimes you are just missing your headshots. So just knowing if you hit center mass, you're going to get that extra 90% weapon damage after 65 shots. It's a good thing to have in the back pocket, my fellow agents. Now, as you can see on screen, when you're aiming down sight, you're going to see 3 hexagons. The top one is for that crit hit chance and crit hit damage bonus. Middle one is weapon damage, and the bottom one is for that reload speed. Now you can see when they're orange, that means you're building up those stacks. And when they're white, that means they're active. You are absolutely going to shred everything left and right. And as I start to wrap this video up, most of you know by now that one of my favorite aspects about putting these build videos together is the family that we have here at the channel. So if you happen to have any tips or tricks you want to pass along to new and returning players, please let me know, as the main goal is to help out as many people as we can. On that note, I'm going to leave you with some gameplay footage. As always, I want to take a moment and thank you all for your incredible support of this channel. I sincerely appreciate the privilege of your time. Please let me know of any other questions you may have I did not address, and as I mention at the end of every one of these, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks again, everyone.
to the schematics Isaac pulled upstairs. We can lock that tunnel door from their control center. That should keep them from being able to transport those mortars so that we can see.
Enemy is too close! I'm caught here!
That should keep them from getting more of those mortars.
You think closing the tunnel is smart? Fuck you! You locked yourself in with us. I'm a stupid rot down here.
Stay right there!
Good work. Go on and head back up. The team from the campus has taken position inside the memorial.